Welcome to another job search adventure video. Today we will discuss questions to never ask at a job interview. Are you ready? So let's get started. What does your company do? Don't ask this question. Before you go to the job interview, you should know what the company is in business to make money for, especially if you want them to give you a paycheck. You might think this is a great conversation starter question to ask the interviewer, but it's not. Do your research and find out what business the company is in, who their customers are, and what markets the company is in to make money for. Don't forget, the company is out to make money, just like you are to get a paycheck. They need people who can help them make more money and not be dead weight aboard their ship of commerce. Another question. Who are your big competitors? Again, don't ask this question. If you did good research to solve what business the company is in, you would also know about their competition. You might even learn more information where you might want to apply at some of those other competitor companies instead. Another question. How much does this job pay? Everyone says you should avoid asking about money in the interview, but before you go to the interview, you should do your own salary research about the company and industry to see what the high and low salaries are for your experience. You might find that the company pays employees good salaries or very low, which could be why the position is open. Your salary research before the interview should help you answer the question so you don't have to ask it during the interview. However, if the place looks like some kind of a cheap boiler room setup, then yes, ask about salary. Chances are you would not want to be working there anyway, so why not have some fun with the interview as well? How much vacation time do I get? This is just like asking about salary. Do your research and see what the vacation policy is for employees at that company. Employee handbooks usually discuss what hoops and rings of fire employees have to jump through to get a vacation. However, if the place looks bad, go ahead and ask. You probably would not be there long enough to get a vacation anyway. Another question. Do you do drug testing or background checks? With the rise in workplace violence, it is safe to assume all companies do background checks and drug testing nowadays, especially if the job has access to valuable inventory, financial records, and of course money, cash, credit card transaction details, and checks, for example. If you do have skeletons in your closet, then you should be prepared to discuss them in the interview while focusing on the benefits you would bring to the company. Your company research would also show how the company includes background checks and drug testing in their position listings. Before we continue, take a second right now and click that like and subscribe buttons so you never miss another job search adventure video again. Another question. Can I work from home? Remote working from home is becoming more common, especially as monitoring and tracking software becomes more available to let companies know employees are actually working instead of using mouse jiggler devices and so forth to trick the system. Of course, good managers and supervisors know the productivity of their staff and would expect the same output when working in the office or from home. The key is, companies want to see how new employees work out in the office before letting them work from home to get an idea of their productivity. So as a new employee, expect to do some time in the office before being allowed to work from home. Your company research will show how the company treats employees working from home. Some companies are against working from home and expect staff to always be in the office no matter what. Other companies are more open to remote working and may even eliminate their large offices and let more staff work from home. So again, do your research. Keep in mind some positions simply can't work from home, like retail cashiers, for example. Another question. How soon can I be promoted? Well, the company wants to see how good you are in the position you are applying for before thinking about promotions, unless the company really knows about your history. For example, they might have poached you from another company and they know more about you, or if they invited you to the interview, asking this during a regular interview will make the company suspicious of you, and they will probably reject your application. Of course, highlight your skills and abilities for the open position at hand. And here's a more common question people are asking about more and more. Do you monitor employee internet use? Well, if the company has a network of computers, then yes, you should expect them to monitor employee internet use. Asking this question during the interview would make the company think you are more interested in shopping or gambling on the internet instead of doing the work you are hired to do. Show the company you are more interested in the position than worrying about surfing the internet. Of course, company research would show how the company handles employee internet activity, for example, and how they do it, or what happens when employees get busted for doing it. Some companies are more okay, like during a big sporting events and holiday shopping sales, for example. So it depends on the company and the management. And another question: are there any other jobs available here? Asking this would make the company think you are not really interested in the position you are now being interviewed for. They might think you're just trying to get your foot in the door to apply for something else. By getting hired for the position you are being interviewed for, and see about other positions after the company gets to know you are a great and productive employee. And another question: what are the worst parts of this job? Most jobs have expected duties and requirements, and employees doing the job should know what those are when they are applying for the position. Study the job description to see what duties the job requires. For example, a data entry job usually means sitting down at a computer and typing all day long. Would you get bored sitting around and typing all day long? For some, that would be a bad part of the job. For others, it could be a great thing and make the time go by faster. For you younger people out there, you should study job descriptions for work you are interested in doing for a living, and see if you would be happy doing the day-to-day work before starting your career in that industry. And last but certainly not least, can I leave early? Can I leave early on Fridays? Asking about being able to leave early is a lot like asking about vacation pay during the interview. Most jobs have a variety of duties that need to be completed that should keep you busy the whole day. Your research about the duties of the position and if the company allows employees to leave early during the week should answer this question. As usual, show the company that you would be the best employee for the job to solve their problems of finding a good person. Well, we hope you have found this job search adventure video informative and helpful. Please like and subscribe right now so you never miss another future video.